Hi everyone, this is Maria from Vancouver, Canada, and today thank you so much for stopping by, and I am here to answer any questions that you may have dealing with aesthetics, beauty therapy, waxing, manicure, pedicures, whatever question you have. Jot down a little comment below and I will answer all your questions. Now, some of the questions you might not like the answer, but it comes from years of experience and a lot of research. So today I'm going to talk about, because this was a question of one of my students, the difference between whitehead, which is Milia, and a blackhead, which is comedone. So let's get started. Let me do a little quick synapse of the skin so we understand a little bit how this all works. Me and my diagrams. So here you'll see the pilosebaceous, which is found in the skin. We have the hair follicle, the sebaceous gland, and two little glands which are called the sweat gland, or also called the sudoriferous glands. So when these two glands, actually three glands, work in harmony and there's no problem, they release their oil, sebum, or sweat, sudor, and they go to the surface of the skin, and we have this yellow thing which is the acid mantle. And if this acid mantle is nice, even, and we have no problems, and we have ongoing release of the oils and of the sweat, we have a nice little mantle, and our skin is totally protected from the pathogenic bacteria. However, if we have stress, or if we have problems, we're not using the proper skincare, or we have stress, we take medication, drinking too much alcohol, our diet is not good, whatever, this acid mantle is not going to be nice and even. So let's see what comes next. We know about a healthy skin. So what is a blackhead? Basically, a blackhead is an accumulation of sebum and is trapped. And the only thing that we can do is to clean it off. Here we go. This little gland, the sebaceous gland, still releases an oil called sebum. But if it gets trapped because we're using the wrong products or too much makeup, or we are not exfoliating, the sebum cannot come out. And so here we go, so that the area we see the little blackhead, usually the blackness is caused by oxidation, and it's the oxygen in the air oxidizing it. It's almost like, you know, when you cut an apple and then you leave it outside, now the apple is not nice and becomes brown, that's oxidation. So the sebum here becomes oxidized and it becomes like a black little dot. The only way to get this out is by doing nice little scrubs, going to your esthetician to get your face steamed and remove the blackheads. The blackhead, if it's not cleaned out, it does get bigger and bigger. The pores becomes larger. So I do advise people to go and get a good facial, and the esthetician removes the blackhead properly. So that is a blackhead. So basically, the oils are not coming out normally, does not flow nicely on the skin. And when that happens, now our acid mantle and our natural day cream is patchy. So now guess what? Black bacteria, the pathogenic bacteria, can start attacking our skin because the acid mantle is not nice and even. So let's look at our next step. So let's talk about the whitehead or Milia. Here we go, a drawing. So here's the pilosebaceous unit, and not necessarily the Milia will develop right into the hair follicle. It looks like trapped. You see it's trapped there. A lot of times it's right underneath the skin, underneath the cornea. And the only way to remove it, yeah, like you can scratch it, but it's not going to come out. The only way to remove this is by opening it up with a lancet, or opening it up in this area, and then you squeeze it out. I advise for individuals that get Milia, and I'll mention a few of the reasons, is to go to a professional esthetician that has some experience in removing Milias, to a doctor, dermatologist. And basically they will steam the face, soften the outer layer of the skin, and then with the lancet they will make a little prick and they can remove it very gently. Now, why do you get it? Usually you get it around the eye area. Some people say, you know what, if you use like a very heavy creams, you'll get Milias. Could be, but there's other reasons. Some people will get it like on the forehead area, some in here, chest. So you can get it a lot of different areas, but mainly around the eyes. So some of the reasons, the main reason is the cell turnover is really slow. So there is a buildup of keratinized skin. So the corneum of the skin, so the corneum, here we go again, is found on the top layer here. So the corneum is a little bit thicker, so it does not allow the oils or the impurities to be eliminated. So it gets stuck either in the follicle or around the, like right underneath the corneum. And there are basically little benign cysts. So you don't have to really worry. The only thing, they don't look good, they don't look nice. So you say like, I want to remove that little white dot. If they're very small, I advise to just gently massage it every night, and so basically the lymphatic system will reabsorb it and will be eliminated. But they have to be really small. If they're a little bit bigger, on the bigger side, go to an esthetician, an experienced esthetician or your doctor to get it removed and it's out of the way. So let's talk about how and why you get it. So the reasons why you get whiteheads or Milia. One could be that yes, you're using really heavy creams for your eyesight, eye area, yes. Another reason is glasses, okay? Another reason is genetic. So if your mom gets them, most likely you'll get them too. But the main one is, I just mentioned before, is the slow cellular turnaround. Okay, so you do not peel off normally, so there's a buildup of the corneum. So the only way to be able to remove it, this is by desquamation or exfoliation. Another reason why you're getting it is you're being too rough on your skin. So you're by being rough, the skin is trying to protect itself, so it's building up extra skin, and in turn, the oils or whatever, they get trapped. And so these little cysts, they get trapped underneath the skin. So be very gentle. Another is a sunburn, so damage, a trauma to the skin, being too aggressive. So be very careful that you're treating your skin gently, so this will not happen. But if you do get it, this buildup of keratin or keratinization, let's see what you can do. So now that we know what not to do, talking about being rough, damage, give skin trauma, now let's talk about some of the things that you need to do. Prevention and treatment. The prevention is to protect your skin. No more sunburning, no more extra sun tanning, because that will cause damage onto the skin and the trauma, and that might cause age spots and also this Milia. So some of the things that most people know about is exfoliation. But if you do exfoliation, please be very careful. That has to be a very gentle, because if you're being aggressive or very strong exfoliation, you will cause more trauma and more whiteheads. So that's very important. So protect with a natural sunscreen or a mineral makeup, because mineral makeup has a natural SPF 30, so that's good. A visor or a nice hat when you're going to the sun. The next thing that I advise to stay away more of the scrubs, but use glycolic acids, AHAs, some BHAs. The best one is glycolic, and also lactic acid is a very mild lactic acid. So basically what it does, it cleans up gently. But if you use any form of acid, and you go in the sun, you'll be blotchy. So if you decide to do glycolic acid, really mild ones like a 3%, a 5%, if you go into the sun, again, after the treatment, apply your mineral makeup or a sunscreen to protect your skin. So those are the basic things that I can advise. Go to an esthetician, somebody that can help you to remove them. But the main thing is to prevent. The next thing that I know that a lot of people do not know about is the NRF2. I will put a little link below because the NRF2 products, and there are only a couple, but the one that I know, I will put a link below. The NRF2, basically what it does, it rejuvenates the skin from within. So a lot of the age spots, the Milia, whatever, it will help the skin to prevent and repair. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me thumbs up, subscribe, and put little comments below. And so I'm here to answer any questions that you may have. This is Maria from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm so happy that you stayed all the way to the end. And if you did, say, I've been until the end. Talk with you soon.